Good morning, professor and class. My name is Sarah, and I'm going to be performing experiment 2 today on separation techniques. So I made a list here, not a list, but a sheet where I'm going to be documenting each of what I'm going through. I've already did it because I had to redo this experiment 7 times already. So first off, we're going to be measuring. I do have the tools here, so I have beakers and I have a scale here, so lucky for me. First, we're going to be measuring the mass of the filter paper because that's just how I wrote it. The mass of the filter paper, we put it on, is measuring at 1.65 grams. And then we're going to measure the mass of the filter paper plus the sand. So now we're going to put the sand. That's what I'm going to be using, by the way. One of the components that I'm going to be using for the mixture is sand. So I'm measuring the sand with the filter paper, and that is 5.69 grams. Okay, so we're gonna wrote it down here already. Then we're going to measure the mass of the sand now. And to do that, we're gonna take our handy dandy calculator and we're gonna do 5.69 grams, which is the mass of the filter paper and the sand, and subtract it from 1.65 grams. And that's gonna give us 4.04 grams for the mass of the sand alone. Then we're going to measure the mass of the beaker now. And I have a 100 milliliter beaker here. We're going to tear the scale. And the mass of the 100 milliliter beaker is 11.04 grams. Then we're going to measure the other component, which is juice mix. And that's what I used. So that's the other component I'm using. And the mass of the juice mix is the juice mix and the beaker is 12.44 grams. Now to get the mass of the juice mix, we're going to have to subtract the mass of the beaker from the beaker and the juice mix. So 12.44 grams minus 11.04 grams, it's going to give us 1.4 grams. Okay? The total mass recovered from this is going to be, just because we use 2 components, it's going to be the mass of the sand plus the mass of the juice mix, and that's going to give us 5.44 grams. Okay? Now we're going to put the 2 mixtures together. So I already have the juice mix inside the beaker, and then we're going to add the sand. And now we're gonna, just to show you guys that the juice mix is soluble, we're gonna add some water. Okay, water. Just enough. And of course we're gonna see some bubbles forming because it's juice mix. So what we're going to do is just mix it a little bit, just to dissolve all the juice in the water. And as you can see, the sand is not dissolving because it's insoluble. Okay. Now we're going to pretend that this is filter paper, and we're going to try to filter the liquid out and have just the sand in here, okay? So when we do that, we're going to be pouring it in like this, pouring it over, and then all the juice will filter through, and then the residue, which is the sand, is going to be in the filter paper still, okay? And so after that, it'll show just we have to do the heating, which is not part of the separation technique, but it's part of just getting everything out and evaporating it. So this is, please don't judge my drawing, but this is how it'll look at the end. All of the rest of the liquid evaporated, and it'll be blue. Thank you.